Once again, the name is The Order. So today I'll be talking about a very popular subject. I often get a lot of emails and people in my DM asking me about schooling in Canada, how to apply, how to get the visa, the tuition fees, transitioning from being an international student into the labor market, how to actually stay permanently, and a lot of questions all related to schooling in Canada. So I want to make this video so everybody can benefit from it instead. So to begin with, I would like to talk about why a lot of people choose Canada as their preferred destination to further their education. So a lot of people choose Canada as their preferred destination to further their education for various reasons. Some I think you may already be aware of. One main reason is the fact that in Canada, after your graduation, you can actually stay and work and not have to leave soon after. So after graduation in Canada, you have the opportunity to apply for a postgraduate work permit. So the duration of this work permit depends on the duration of your program. So if you came in with a post-secondary program of 1 year, you will most likely get a 1-year postgraduate work permit to stay and work after graduation. If you schooled for more than 2 years, that is if you came in with a post-secondary diploma program or a degree or master's that lasted for 2 or more years, you'll most likely get a 3-year work permit. So one thing I keep telling people is, it's not automatic that once you school in Canada and get your postgraduate work permit, you will become a permanent resident. No. Some people actually work their whole 3 years work permit and have to leave, because with the postgraduate work permit, you cannot extend it. It is a one lifetime deal. You do it once and for all. So mostly I recommend to people that when applying to school in Canada, it's better you choose a 2 or more year program so that you will get a 3-year postgraduate work permit, which means if you school for 2 years plus a 3-year work permit, you get to stay here for 5 whole years. 5 years is long enough for you to figure out whether you're going to qualify for a program that will make you a permanent resident or not, as compared to schooling for 1 year and getting a 1-year postgraduate work permit. With that, you only stay for like 2 years, and most often that is not long enough for you to qualify for the permanent residency programs we have here in Canada. One other reason is the fact that when you move into Canada and you have dependents, like if you have your spouse or you have your children, you can actually move to Canada with them. And when you move in, your spouse, be it your husband or your wife, also gets an open work permit, which allows them to work in Canada. The school fees here for international students can be quite expensive. So it actually helps if you have a spouse or a dependent with you who is working to support you. So as an international student in Canada, you are allowed to work for 20 hours per week, which is part-time. But because you also have to worry about your schedule in school, you are mostly able to only secure jobs around the retail and food industries, like working at Walmart, Farm Boy, Zehrs, or Tim Hortons, McDonald's, etc. And most of these jobs pay around the minimum wage. So more often, you don't earn enough to support yourself, as in paying your bills, your tuition, your rent, groceries, etc., etc. So it does really help when you have a spouse with you who is working full time. There was an exception to this though. From 2022 to 2023, international students were allowed to work for full-time hours. The 20-hour limit was removed, but that was only because there were shortages in the Canadian labor market. So we needed more people to make themselves available to work more hours. So the 20-hour limit was removed and international students were able to work full-time and get more money in their hands, which was a good thing. But unfortunately, the minister just announced that they've only extended it till April 2024. As of now, no one knows whether it's still going to be extended or not. So if you come into Canada, it is better to understand that the normal hours you are allowed to work is the 20 hours part-time. So that in case they extend it, then you get to benefit. But if they don't, you already know you are allowed to work for 20 hours. One good thing in Canada also is that high school is free. From elementary school to high school is free. You only start paying tuition fee from college. So mostly when you come in with your kids, they are able to attend elementary school, high school for free, even though you are an international student. That is free for every student, no matter the status of your parents or yourself. So from what I understand, even as an international student, you can send your kids to the public schools for free. But mind you, public schools, not all schools. I learned that private schools can be very expensive too. So one other reason why I know many people choose to school in Canada is the fact that Canada is very welcoming. And as a result, we have a lot of people from many different backgrounds, many different countries here in Canada, living and working in Canada. So we have developed this multicultural system where no matter where you come from, you will definitely be able to fit into the system. You will definitely meet some people whose culture you are familiar with, either from your own country or from your region, and be able to associate with them, which really helps with your integration. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. And I am sure you'd want to see the next video I make. Thank you and see you in my next video. Have a nice day.